Hi guys, it's CoinsKid. This is a daily update too. Just taking a quick look at Chainlink now, guys. I will be doing a couple of updates every day for you guys. Okay, spread the content over a couple of videos because I'm covering quite a few projects instead of just one for us all. We're just going to take a quick look at Chainlink, guys. Okay, so as you can see, we are moving up now from this correction here. This was a hefty correction. It was quite a big correction, to be fair. We corrected over 40% there, guys, as you can see, and that's perfectly normal. Okay, and you can see we've hit the bottom, we've bounced back up, and we're moving up slowly now. You can see we're making these higher lows here, we're making the higher highs as well since the correction. So very strong for Chainlink. We are going up, we are pushing up really healthily there and organically for Chainlink. As like I said to you, Chainlink moves so beautifully and so organically, guys. You know, it doesn't get ahead of itself. And when it corrects beautifully. It's a thing of beauty. This is Chainlink. So that's Chainlink. We're potentially, like I said to you, we're forming this new trading channel now, guys. Where we keep an eye on this going forward for Chainlink. We may see these levels here act as support and resistance as we move in this channel, because we did form this channel down here way back when we had that crash in January. And we did keep moving up with support and resistance in that particular uptrend there, guys. So effectively we are looking at a very similar structure here where we broke down and then we started to move up, guys. So that's basically Chainlink. I mean, on the way you could just keep setting your fib levels, guys. You can see on the 4-hourly time frame here we are bouncing off this 20 EMA as support, so that's really nice. We'll zoom in a little bit here for you guys. So you can see we're getting these nice bounces here. So yeah, we're just going to trade progressively in this new channel, I would assume, guys. Again, never assume anything in crypto. We could equally break down, but I would be looking at the bottom of this channel now as support moving forward. If we was to break out of that, then I would think that we look quite bearish given that structure that we've had, that major breakdown, and then we'll be breaking down again out of that channel there, guys. So again, moving forward, just keep an eye on these EMAs, guys. You know, we're probably going to hug this EMA as we move up. You could just use your fib levels on here on the 4-hourly time frame, guys. Let's drop our fibs on and see what we're looking like. So we know that was a bottom there, and that was potentially looking like a top at the moment. So you can see that we've gone up there in our impulsive wave there, and we've come down, we've corrected off the 0382 on at 29.58. We still could potentially come back down even more, down to the 0618, guys, and still be in this channel. So what we need to do now is make sure that we stay in this trading channel, guys, and we do form the higher highs and the higher lows moving forward, and obviously along the way we will break down a little bit, but I would presume that we're gonna stay in this channel, and this is just something that we can keep an eye on in the channel here on the YouTube channel, guys, and in the trading group for Telegram. But you can see progressively, you know, we're pushing up towards that $40 mark up there. If we was to get to the top of that channel, we could be up at $40 towards the end of March there, which is only a couple of weeks away now. So yeah, it's looking healthy, it's looking good. I would expect retests of support along the way, guys, the way it works, as you know. So, but we've stepped down, we've corrected, and now we're forming a new channel, and we're making the higher highs. We could probably do another higher high there to push up towards this support line, this line of resistance, and then higher lows down here act as support on the way up. So yeah, that's just Chainlink, guys, bouncing off these EMAs nicely, progressively. Again, buy the dips, guys, in this uptrend for Chainlink. Buy the dips. So I'm just going to jump onto Reef now, guys. Yeah, so on Reef, guys, it still looks really healthy. I know we've had a bit of correction. We're struggling a little bit here, but effectively what we're doing, exactly like what we've done with Chainlink there, we could be forming another trading channel, guys, that we can keep an eye on. So we've basically corrected down here. You could say that this is the local bottom now, this particular area. I can't see us getting any lower than that. If we was to get lower than that, or even this level here, guys, I would expect us to enter a bit of a mini bear market for a while, because then you would be making lower lows, you see, and basically you could be looking at something like this on the way down. But I doubt it, guys. I doubt it again. But we never should assume or doubt anything. I'm just following the price action. So at the moment, we've fallen that impulsive wave there from that bottom there, and we've gone up and we've corrected. And as you can see, we've only bounced off this 0.5, just there, guys. That's 0.5. So we could still potentially break down to the 0.18. That would be a perfectly healthy retest, guys, and a great buying area in my opinion. But we could be looking at the bounce there, the 0.5. You see that, guys? We've had a couple of touches there. We actually wicked down a little bit, but we have had a couple of 4-hourly candles close just above that 0.5 there, guys. So that's great. That we're bouncing off that. So we may be forming that new impulsive move that will take us up to that previous all-time high for Reef. So again, still bullish on Reef, guys. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, FUD," and I'm jumped ship and all that. That's entirely up to you, but I just look at price action, and I do see us moving up here. We've formed this impulsive wave, and then we're coming back, making this correction here, this corrective wave, and we look like we're forming this new impulsive wave. It did look like we were bouncing off this 0.382, guys. Yesterday we said we formed a bottom here, and we found it as support, and we did push up. But as you can see now, what's happening right now, guys, we are finding that area of support as resistance. We're trying to come up to it. Look, you see that just there? And so we're struggling to get through it at the moment. So perhaps we may see a further push down to the 0.618, guys, at some point over the next few days. That could potentially happen, and that could coincide with Bitcoin's push to 60k, where it pushes alts down. Because you have to think about the market. People sell alts when they see Bitcoin going up, and they sell Bitcoin when they see alts going up, and it's a flutter between the two. So not many alts ride with Bitcoin on its wave up, guys. So that could potentially see us push down to this 0.618. Not saying it's definite, but it could potentially happen where we do push down to that 0.618 there, bounce off it, and then come back up. A potential play for Reef, guys. But other than that, our bull market, our uptrend is still intact. But other than that, our uptrend is definitely still intact, because we bounced beautifully off here in this impulsive wave here from that bottom down in that corrective weight. We had a double bottom which is a very strong reversal pattern as well there, guys. At that double bottom, that's a very strong reversal pattern, and obviously we're pushing up. And just like I said to you, as we push up, we won't shoot up. We will hit these levels of resistance going forward. Okay, so that's all that's happening. We're just hitting support and resistance, and we're testing it in this continuation of an uptrend for Reef, guys. So yeah, we just need to get over this this area here that's acting as support now on the 4-hourly time frame, which is that level just there, guys. It's acting as a bit of resistance at the moment, because as you can see, we went up, we've come back down, we've back tested it multiple times as support, and then we fell through it. I think Bitcoin, there was a bit of a correction in the night by the Asians dumped on us, and we formed this big massive sell candle there. This big red candle pushed us down. We've come back up, and now we're just testing it as resistance. Hopefully get through that, guys, and move up. I would keep an eye on this area here, because if that forms a bearish cross, as you can see, we formed a bullish cross there on the 4-hourly, guys. Extremely positive thing, that is, as you know. Formed that bullish cross just there, but we've pushed up, and now we're coming back testing the fib levels as support, and we may potentially there, keep an eye on that, guys. If that forms a bearish cross, you may see that push down to that 0.618, which again is perfectly healthy. No need to panic. It's a perfectly healthy retest, and in this uptrend there, you'll see that all you're doing since the new uptrend started, after the correction, just like Chainlink, all you're doing is making higher lows. If it was to come down to that level, guys, I'm not saying it will come down to that level, but it's a possibility, and it's definitely something to keep an eye on for Reef going forward. So let's take a look at 1Inch, guys, and see how that's getting on. So just diving into 1Inch, then you can see this new trade that we found ourselves in, just like the other cryptos, where we formed that bearish cross there. Obviously we've spoken about that before, pushed us down, we got brought back up, then we were toying with the EMAs, and then we had that breakout and that reversal trend there, where we broke out that downwards level that was suppressing us, and we came out, and just as we came out, we formed that bullish cross just there, and look at the surge. We had a massive pump to the upside, and now we're coming back and back testing the EMA there as support, and we are back testing this channel here, where we're making these higher lows as support in this new trading channel that we find ourselves in on 1Inch, guys. So we'll dive a little bit into a lower time frame here, just see if we can see what's going on. Again, we'll just have a quick look at this channel just there. So you can see we are getting the wicks at the bottom of the channel, and the channel is acting as some support there moving forward. So that's good. We could probably move that down a little bit like that, just so we can find a base on the wicks there. You do get as many touches in these setups here. When you create these channels, these trend lines, what you do, you get as many touches as you can, guys. You know, so as many touches as you can. So at the moment, in this new trading channel that we find ourselves in, this is acting as resistance and this is acting as support. So what we need to see here, and we look like we're getting it as well, because a wick down just there on this, look how many touches we've got on the wick there. Look, one there. So this is a nice, beautiful upwards trend that we find ourselves in. We formed the bullish cross. We've gone up. We're back testing the EMA as support. We're back testing this support line now as well as support. So we could get a healthy bounce here, guys. Again, though, if Bitcoin was to shoot off, it might not necessarily drag 1 inch with it. We may see 1 inch fall out of this channel and form another bearish cross, and failing that, we look at these levels here as support on the way down, like this particular level here, guys. So we could fall out, just so you know, we could fall out of this channel down here and then find this level here as support. If Bitcoin was to take off and just completely take the market and alts just sit going sideways, that's a potential play. But again, you know, it might not happen. It's just one of them things that might happen. It's just something to be aware of, guys. Just looking at this, and this, you know, without being negative, guys, this could potentially be a bear flag, because what we seem to be forming there is a higher. See that we're pushing up like that, okay, and when it does that, it's almost like a rising wedge, so to speak. But a bear flag is almost an elongated rising wedge, and usually you do see the breakdown, guys, out of rising wedges, and it's usually something like that. So that may see us come down to that level there at 378 if we correct more. It's just something to keep an eye on, guys. That's a potential play if we was to fall out of this. If it was a bear flag, what we need to do is move on to a lower time frame here, so we can get a gist of the potential setup. Yeah, so just looking at the hourly here, it does look quite bearish, guys. Just looking at this, I know we are bouncing off this trend here as support, okay, which is definitely something to keep an eye on. We are hitting it as support, which is strong, but we may be forming a potential bear flag there. That may be a bear flag, and it looks something like that, guys. Okay, that's a bear flag, and the way you measure it is from the breakout down to the bottom of the flag becomes a flagpole, and then where you break out of the bear flag becomes your next level. So that would be down there somewhere, guys, that level there. So we may be forming a bear flag on 1 inch, and we may see a further correction now to the downside of around 6-7%. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on, guys, on the hourly time frame there for 1 inch, and that would see us fall out of this channel now and come down to this level of support. That's a potential play for 1 inch, guys, and that would bring us down to roughly 385, guys, where we should find that support there. And as you can see, we do have support in that channel. Hopefully we don't lose this channel as support. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. We look like we're getting bought up a little bit off the support of this channel. We wick down, so hopefully this doesn't form what is a bear flag, because that's just a continuation pattern, guys, and we would see that breakdown to that 385. So yeah, just keep an eye on this support line. That current support line sits at that level there, and obviously as the time goes by, this support slowly creeps up, but we are looking at roughly around about $4.12. If we lose that with volume, you may see us push down to this level here at 385 and just confirm that this is a bit of a bear flag, guys. To be fair, at the moment it looks like it's just a rising wedge, guys. And when rising wedges form, they fall to the bottom of the wedge. So it looks as though it may have just fell to the bottom of the wedge there. So hopefully we can get, you see that? It's there. So it's just fell to the bottom of the wedge. So potentially rising wedge, not a bear flag, fell to the bottom of the wedge. Hopefully we can find support on this support line now going forward and push up. But failing that, if we was to lose that on 1 inch, look at this area at around $4.12, guys, for a fallout and a potential fall down to 385. Failing that, if we was to keep the momentum up with this bull market, we would see a bounce off this level now and push up, guys, up to these levels here. Okay, so that's just 1 inch, guys. Just a quick summary from 1 inch for you today. Good luck in your trading, guys. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you later in another video. Bye bye.